Hello, kiddos, and welcome back to Mrs. Ann's Reading Corner. How are you guys today? I hope you guys are doing great. But today we're going to take a little walk down and we're going to go check out a barbershop. Do you remember your first haircut? I bet you it was exciting. Probably a little scared too. But guess what? We're going to read Bippity Bop Barbershop by Miss Natasha, Anastasia, Tarpley. Bippity Bop Barbershop. Are you guys excited to go with me on this adventure? Good! Bippity Bop Barbershop. Don't that make you want to say it again? Bippity Bop Barbershop. All right, here we go. Early Saturday morning, Daddy comes to wake me with our secret knock. Bippity boop bop, bippity boop bop. You up, little man? Daddy pokes his head into my room. I'm up, I say excitedly and jump out of bed. I can hardly wait. I'm going to get my first haircut at the barbershop today. Mama and my sister Kiana are still asleep. Daddy and I have the house to ourselves. And as you can see, he's very excited. He's up, he's excited. He's going to the barbershop. There we go. Oh, such an exciting trip, I bet. Quietly, Daddy and I dress in matching blue jeans and gym shoes, then head outside. We turn onto Main Street and stop at Jack's Sweet Shop. Daddy orders a gooey cinnamon roll and black coffee and a glazed donut and chocolate milk for me. Miles is getting his first haircut at the barbershop today, Daddy tells Mr. J. Is that so? Mr. J asks, leaning over the counter. I nod yes. This calls for a celebration. I'll make milk a double. Mr. J pours chocolate milk into a tall cup. Be brave, little man, he says as he hands it to me. Why do you think he's telling him to be brave? Yeah, because the barbershop can be a scary thought for a first time, but it's amazing. We eat as we walk. Up ahead, I see the green and yellow awning and the white letters on the window that say Seymour's Barbershop. Next to the door is a short, white barber's pole. It had red stripes which curl and swirl around it like strange fish swimming in a sea of white. And there's Mr. Seymour in the window with his wild gray hair dusting off his big, shiny chair. Mr. Seymour has been Daddy's barber since Daddy was a kid like me. Now he'll be my barber too. That is so exciting. Oh, look at Mr. Seymour. He's getting ready for him. Inside, the shop is crowded. Daddy stops to whisper something to Mr. Seymour, and then we walk to the back of the shop to find a seat. Hey there, Charles. Hey there, little man. What's going on? People call out as we pass. First haircut? One of them asks me. I nod yes. Nothing to it, he says. Just gotta be brave. All those people are telling me to be brave, but I don't know exactly what that means. What does brave mean, Daddy? I ask. It just means that you're not afraid, Daddy says. When we sit down, I practice being brave. Oh, he's at the barbershop. There's so much support at the barbershop from all these men telling him to be brave. That is awesome. You get great support at the barbershop. The barbershop is amazing. As Daddy and I wait our turn, we watch two men playing checkers. Slap! One of the men slams his checker on the board. King me, he shouts with his arms raised high. So as I read that, I'm imagining he's going, King me. Another group of men is clustered around the television at the back of the shop, watching basketball game. Come on, man, shoot the ball. What you waiting for? Pass it, pass it. Foul. There was a foul. The refs must be blind. Woo, that boy can fly. One man cheers when his favorite player finally makes a basket. The barbershop, you see all kind of things. You see people getting along. You see games. And basketball game is very intense. Everybody loves to watch it. I'm a basketball fan. Jazz music, loud voices, and laughter blend with the buzz of clippers and the soft swish swish whisper of scissors skimming loose hairs from freshly cut head. I look at the men in a row of chairs in front of me. I can see their faces in the long mirror that runs along on the entire wall of the shop. The man in Mr. Seymour's chair is getting his head shaved. "Take it all off," he says. A patch of sunlight gleams right on his bald head. Those are the clippers. Look at his bald head. Can you see the sunlight? Another man has long, thick dreadlocks. Kind of like Miss Ann, right? He's getting a shave with a straight razor. When he leans all the way back in the chair, his locks almost touch the floor. The next man is getting his hair cut low all around. The clippers go back and forth, dipping and gliding across his head, making smooth waves that ripple through his chair. In the last chair, there's a kid a little older than me, getting his big curly afro trimmed. Just a little off the sides, he says. But none of the styles I see look like me. After a while, Mr. Seymour points toward Daddy and me and calls my name. Me? I look at Daddy and then at Mr. Seymour and then at Daddy again. "You go first, Miles," he says, and pats me on the shoulder. "Be brave, little man." I can hear my heart beat in my ears and my knees wobble, but I stand up and I walk over to the chair. Mr. Seymour helps me up. The chair is so high. Then he drapes a big wide cape over me to catch the loose hairs. "What style would you like for your first haircut, little man?" Mr. Seymour asked. I shrugged my shoulders. "I don't know." Oh, he's getting ready. First haircut, yay! I'm so excited. I want to know what he gets. Mrs. Seymour shows a poster hanging on the wall with pictures of all kinds of different styles, but I still don't see any that look like me. I take one more look around the shop. When I see Daddy, I know right away which style I want. Cut low on top and shave clean all around, just like his. I whisper to Mr. Seymour, and he goes to work. It's the poster of all the different haircuts. Mr. Seymour takes out his pick. He picks his hair until it is fluffy and stands up high. Then with his scissors, he begins to cut my hair, just like Mama used to do at home. But when he finishes with the pick and scissors, I hear him turn the clippers on. My heart starts beating fast again. Will the clippers hurt? What if Mr. Seymour accidentally cuts off my ear? I don't think he has anything to worry about. He's safe in Mr. Seymour's chair. The loud buzzing noise is coming closer. Then I feel a tickle creeping up the back of my neck. I get scared. I duck down low as I can go into the chair, and I throw the cape over my head. I peek out from under the cape when Mr. Seymour turns the clippers off. Daddy is squatting beside me. I tried to be brave, but I didn't know how. I say with my tears in my eyes, "Oh." "You know, I was scared when I first got my hair cut," Daddy says and wipes my tears away. "You were?" I say with my eyes wide. Daddy nods. "But I'll tell you a trick. Pretend that you're a giant, so tall, and your head touches the sky, and the buzzing of the clippers is just the sound of airplanes zooming by. Or maybe you're a superhero, saving the earth from a swarm of killer bees. Try it. I promise you won't be frightened anymore." So I close my eyes and I think about the giants and my favorite superheroes, but I can't picture any of them getting a haircut. Then I remember watching Daddy get his hair cut. The way he sits up tall and closes his eyes halfway, like he doesn't have a care in the world. I think about how brave Daddy is, and I get brave too. Oh, he's so brave. When Mrs. Seymour turns the clippers back on, I imagine that I have Daddy's long legs and wide shoulders. I sit up straight like Daddy, though I still squeeze the arms of the chair tightly. And when Mrs. Seymour is through, there is a brand new me staring back at the mirror. Mrs. Seymour rubs a dab of a sweet-smelling blue aftershave on my face and the back of my neck. It feels like a cool breeze. Then he dips a brush and powder and gently sweeps it over my head and neck. Daddy takes his seat in Mr. Seymour's chair, and when Mrs. Seymour asks how he wants his hair, Daddy says that he wants his hair cut just like mine. Daddy wants to look like me. When Mr. Seymour is finished, Daddy and I smile at each other in the mirror. "You sure we're not twins?" Daddy asks, raising one eyebrow. Look, he looks so fresh and clean. He did a good job. They look just alike. On the way out, some of the other men in the shop hold their hands out and give me high fives. "Looking sharp, man," they say. "Guess I can't call you little anymore." "You're one of the big boys now," Mr. Seymour says, and shakes my hand. "See you next time." I hum a happy, proud song as we leave Mr. Seymour's shop. Bippity bop, bippity beep bop bop. Daddy picks up the tune. We walk to the rhythm of our music. Two cool cats, side by side. Bippity Bop Barbershop. That was so cool. I bet you have had the same experience when you went and got your first haircut at the barbershop. But there's nothing to be afraid of. Just be brave, sit up tall in a chair, close your eyes, and let the barber do his job. You come out looking fresh and new, and you're gonna feel good too. All right, kiddos, till next time. Remember, you just read Bippity Bop Barbershop with Miss Ann. Have a terrific day. Bye.